Mr. Gorbachev.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
Mr. Gorbachev.
Turn up this podcast.
I'm in this for the money and the pussy, and they're both falling off the trees.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 149 of the Reasonable Doubt Podcast. As always, we are your hosts here at Griff.
And Chicka J Money.
The late night
I
record.
know, I'm trying to be quiet.
No, you don't have to be that quiet. We're fine once we're in here.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, wake up the neighbors.
Yeah.
Welcome to the pub,
Yeah.
everybody.
Another day on the pub.
Another day on the pub, another week. I hope everyone's had a good recovery from their New Year's. Oh, nice. Next time, do
just
that
let
into
it-
the mic.
I just let a ridiculous fart go. That's going to stink.
That's
dude.
going to stink. It's one of those ones you can tell.
I can tell like it was too hot.
Yeah, people talk about the loudness. I find the loudness has
No.
nothing to do with it. It's the heat.
It's the heat. If it comes out hot, you know, it's
Yeah.
from deep inside the boiler.
One of those farts that like itches your asshole.
Yeah,
a
where
little.
you're like, oh.
Ooh. And like it doesn't hit immediately, but then you like shift how you sit
Yeah,
because
I
you
know.
gotta check if you shit yourself. You know, one of
Yeah,
those
but-
ones where you have to do the like nonchalant like slide a little. You're like, did that just fucking?
Nope.
Nope.
No poo.
Nope. No poo. Good.
Yeah.
I'm on a roll here.
Did
I'm
you,
not shitting myself?
Did you see Trudeau step
Yeah,
down
today?
as the leader of the Liberal Party?
Yeah.
Thank God he's not going to run again.
There's
no
way.
way.
There's no way. I mean, he kind of had to. It was either that or get humiliated.
Who's going to be running against Polyev?
The Liberal Party will do like a election within their party to
Yeah.
find their next leader. It's usually how they do it.
Yeah, I don't like that. It's not like the states,
What do you mean?
because don't they have like the people have more say in who becomes the next?
Sort of. You have like primaries and then people that are registered as.
You guys should have just picked Bernie Sanders. I don't know why. Like,
Yeah, I know.
the
No, they
Democrats not taking Bernie is,
Yeah.
dude. You lost that election because you didn't take Bernie Sanders.
yeah, totally.
100%.
He would have won in 2016. 100%.
Absolutely.
And like the Democratic Party dog fucked him
Yeah,
because he was too far out of their general ideals.
yeah. It's
know,
actually bullshit.
and he was always,
Bernie Sanders would have been a great president.
He would have been a great president, but now he's way too old.
Yeah, that's. The
I think
thing.
he's older than Trump and Biden.
Yeah, he's old as fuck
But,
now.
like,
he's still with it though, which is
Somehow
crazy.
still with it.
He's still more with it than
Because
probably
he's
they
still
both
a
are.
he's still a senator.
Yeah, in New
I'm
York,
still a senator.
Vermont. Yeah.
I think he's the only independent senator in the Senate.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's not a Democrat. He runs as an independent.
I did know that. Yeah,
But they fucking love him in Vermont, so they always elect him.
because he's great.
He is great. He's so funny.
Yeah, I love Bernie.
Yeah, he's one of my favorite impressions to do, even though it's not good.
No, fair enough. But yeah,
I just like doing an old Jewish guy.
this blew my mind though. I saw it today, and I was like, I was waiting for it because it's like, for anyone who doesn't know, listening outside the country,
Yeah.
I did there's a YouTube, I'll shout him out on here. There's a YouTuber called Hindsight, and he does really good breakdowns on just like all different stuff in history.
Yeah.
And he did one on Canadian approval of immigration and like economic status.
Yeah.
So immediately before Trudeau was voted in, 67% of Canadians were in favor of immigration. Were pro
Yeah, because we had a
immigration.
really good immigration policy.
We had world-class immigration policy that was like regarded as world-class by the rest of the world.
Yeah.
And like even in 2018, like Trump was commending Canada on its immigration policy, saying that the U.S. should model itself after them.
Yeah.
And like that motherfucker, for
Seward it.
him to realize something takes a lot.
That's true.
But so it dropped. It is now in Canada. I think it was 32%
Yeah.
approval of immigration. It's like 32%. So just Indians are in favor. I was like, that's crazy. Like only immigrants are in favor.
Yeah, they really fucked it, and it'll never recover, I don't think.
I think this has permanently damaged the view of immigration in Canada.
Yeah,
which is unfortunate because
just
we're
think-
a country built on immigration.
Yeah, think of how much the average person absolutely fucking despises brown people.
Yeah, it's actually it's unfathomable.
It's unfathomable, and most people only say like 10% of what they're thinking.
Yeah.
So,
and
like-
and it's not even just like white dudes. Like I know brown
Other immigrants.
I know like brown guys and Asians and shit that are like, I fucking hate all these immigrants, and it's like, whoa, dude, calm the fuck down.
Yeah,
Like,
calm the fuck down.
like, don't get so angry.
Yeah, it's ruined it for sure.
And it's destroyed. Like they're claiming economic growth. They have through Trudeau's prime ministership, and
Yeah.
my one friend I know that listens, he thinks that Trudeau did a good job because we have economic growth. And I'll tell you, you're wrong.
Well, we had growth, just not per capita. In total, we had growth. Yeah,
We technically have had economic growth, but per individual, our GDP has dropped substantially.
Yeah, our GDP grows at a % lower than our population change.
Because of immigration.
Yeah.
Because we juice our population
it's
with immigration.
staving off a technical recession. 'Cause
Yeah,
a recession
we
is
are
when
in a recession,
Yeah.
very heavily. Like in
a recession is when your GDP shrinks.
Yeah,
Right? So it's technically not shrinking, so technically we're not in a recession.
technically,
Technically.
but technically per capita,
Yeah.
we are in a recession.
Yeah, quality of life has gone down
substantially,
quite a bit.
Well,
which
even
is like
and
also
then we have like other dumb shit like the safetying vehicles. It's automotive genocide. That's been actually I think it hurts. It's another thing that's like really hurt the middle class.
is
where,
being
like,
able to buy cheap shit cars.
You
Yeah, we
can't
talked
buy-
about this last episode.
Yeah, and you can't buy cheap shit cars anymore. I wasn't aware. When was the last time you really looked at like used vehicles and the cost?
Yeah, like it's been a while for me.
You're like to get a vehicle safetied, you're like $16,000.
That's fucking insane.
Dude, we used to get safetied vehicles for like if you drop $5,000, it was like you can get a pretty nice car. For
Yeah,
$5,000.
it was like, I think in my mind $4,000 was how much I had to spend on a car. I would either have to buy a $500 car and put a few thousand into it,
Or
I bought
pay
a
like
$4,000 car and it would be good enough to save.
Yeah, so if you think of it,
If you got a safety car at $3,000, you were getting a deal.
yeah,
Right.
$4,000, it was like, hey, this is believable.
This is believable.
But
that's
you
fine.
look at that cost, that straight increase to
Yeah.
like now from like 4 to 16, or from say 5 to 16 being generous, at like 300% increase in the cost of used vehicles.
Yeah.
That's unreasonable to expect. No one's wage has increased 300%.
Nobody.
No one's ability to save has increased 300%.
No, and it would be one thing too if like we had public transit infrastructure growth, which we don't.
Only massive centers have half decent
Yeah,
public transit. If
Everything
you're
else is-
outside of a massive center, like, yeah, this is the thing people don't understand is thanks to all the fucking Toronto listeners, like, congrats, you guys have public transit. The vast majority of the country
does not have
does
public
not have any public transit at all.
or it's like buses that run 9 to 5.
Yeah, cities like ours that are like 500,000 people,
Yeah.
we have shit 9 to 5 buses. Yeah, they stop at like literally midnight,
Yeah.
and like they don't start till like 6 a.m.
I don't
So
understand.
if you work at 6, like you have to cab in the morning,
Yeah.
and so that's a cost. But like that's for what I would say is a large city.
Mm-hmm.
We are a very large city,
Yeah.
and anywhere outside of that, which is again most of Canada, there is literally zero public transit at all. There's nothing. There's no buses. There's no infrastructure. There's no public transit. Canadians rely on being able to drive everywhere
Yeah.
because our country's fucking huge.
Yeah.
It's huge and vast and open. Like,
Yeah. I never understood why they didn't make the buses run till 3.
yeah, it's dumb.
I feel like you would have much less drunk driving incidents.
You would have less drunk driving incidents. They proved this in Europe already.
Yeah.
You'd have less drunk driving incidents, and it helps the affordability employment for low end employment.
Yeah, 'cause-
so like people making minimum wage, say, that are like a dishwasher in a kitchen or something.
Yeah, they don't work 9 to 5 hours.
No, they work till 2:00 in the morning, 3:00 in the morning. So if you run buses till that time, well, then they can actually bus to and from work, and they'll use public transit.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's terrible. It's a terrible system. Ontario is especially bad for it. BC's a lot better,
Yeah, I know. Like
and Montreal is as
yeah,
well.
like the Montreal area is like a lot better too.
Yeah.
That's crazy. We were talking on the way up, and I don't know if you guys have ever heard about this specific type of dude, but it's the type of dude that's not allowed to have his own money, and they like it.
It's a take.
It's a take. I'm finding out there's more people like this than I thought.
I know a bunch of guys.
That just their paycheck
I know
goes
guys
to
that
their
listen to
wife.
podcasts that are like
Yeah?
this. They're gonna laugh at this.
Good for you guys.
Yeah, that like
It's just dude, half of my stresses are money related.
yeah. So if you just give all your money to your wife
And just
you have-
let her take care of everything.
and you have no idea what happens to it, and she's good with money,
And like my lights never turn off,
Yeah.
and no one ever comes to get my apartment,
then you're good.
then I'm good, which is like great, but it's just such a weird way to phrase it. Of like, oh, yeah, I'm not allowed to have my own money.
Dude, a buddy of mine, his wife was a banker, and
Yeah.
he was a plumber.
Yeah, she takes care of the money.
He didn't even know. We went out for drinks with them the one night.
Yeah.
And the joke was that she the one day was like, all right, like we're going to start looking at buying a house. We've got some appointments with a realtor. And he was like, I'm sorry, what? And like, we have appointments with a realtor? Like we're buying a house? And she was like, yeah,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
we have like $150,000 saved for a down payment.
Really?
And he was like baffled, was like,
for
holy
us."
shit, I didn't know we had any money. I thought we were poor. And she's like, what? Like, no, we had, yeah, like they're telling us this, that they're sitting there and he's like, why do I drive a piece of shit car? And
'Cause
she's
you like it.
She's like, you drive it to and from work every day. You don't need a nice car. Like, too bad.
That's true.
You got a house instead.
like, on one hand, you're like barely an adult.
Yeah. On the other hand, you're
On
kind of
the other
living
hand,
a
like-
good life.
You're just fucking chilling.
Dude, that dude got a surprise house.
Yeah, that's true.
You know
I'm
how
not
cool
getting
that
this. I know how far away I am from owning a house, okay? I know how little there is in my
Can you
bank
imagine
account.
just not having that? Just like one day your wife being like, we're getting a house. And you're like, huh.
Just like ask your wife, like, can I have $500? Sure.
Yeah.
What are you using it for?
Dude, this is how they would do it. I was telling you on the way up that he would literally be like, all right, we're going out to go to the bar. We're going to go for drinks. And she'd be like, here's $140. Like,
Don't
you
you,
can have
dare spend a cent
Yeah.
because you can't.
He didn't have a debit card. Didn't have a credit card on him. She would give him $140, and there was like an understanding among his group of friends, like, if he fucking blows this money and you got to pay for a cab for him to go home, she'll give you money back. She'll pay you back. Like, she's good for it.
That's kind of fucking awesome.
Dude, can you imagine being like, cool, I got $140.
Like working, like I'm working all day, and all day I'm thinking about the money that I'm generating the whole time.
That dude had no
Right?
concept.
And I'm like making plans for every one of those dollars that's coming
Yeah.
out. Like, I'm gonna put that into savings. I'm gonna like pay this bill with that. Dude, this guy just shows up to work, and it's just like what he does.
Yeah,
You're
he
like,
just...
"Whoop, boop, boop, boop."
Well, and like he would go to work every day. I remember that. That dude like had his lunch made for him every day. He never went out for lunch. Occasionally on Fridays, she would give him like $60 for lunch. To be like, oh, like if you go to lunch if you guys are going to lunch today, like you and the boys, then she'd be like, here, you can have some money. You'd be like, oh, cool.
Man, like I would never ask my wife to make me like a sack lunch or anything
Oh,
like
dude,
that. For work.
I would.
I don't know. It feels weird to me because
Why?
she also works. Like I'm not making her a lunch.
Oh yeah, yeah, fair enough.
You know, like I would never ask.
There's a point, yeah, but we're not at that point.
Yeah, that's
Like
true.
I look at my aunt and uncle.
Mm-hmm.
When my uncle very much started like supporting the house,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
my aunt's finances became like not to be
Irrelevant.
a dick, but they were like irrelevant. It was like
Yep.
it literally doesn't matter what she makes. Like
He's just paying it all.
he pays up for everything, and whatever she makes, like
It's just on top.
that's
yeah.
just her fucking money. Like,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter. Everything else is paid for.
Yeah,
by
I feel like
him.
if you get to that point, then
They were
yeah.
at that point, and I remember when he fucking, I think he started just having like some shit time, like having poor quality sleep, and he was like, I can't get up early enough, and she was like, okay, and he just said like, can you just start making my lunches and let me sleep like an extra 30 minutes in the morning? And she did, and that is their arrangement. She wakes up every day before him, and she goes and makes his lunches, makes him coffee, and he wakes up, showers, and when he walks out of the shower or like out of the bathroom,
Like,
all
that kinda
dressed,
rocks.
she hands him a fucking coffee and a Yeti mug and his lunch, and he goes to work. And like that's their arrangement.
Yeah, I can't do that because she makes like the same money I do.
Yeah, exactly. They're not the same.
Like I get like once a week, she'll be up before me, and I'll be like, "Can I have a coffee?"
Yeah, true.
And I'll hear like a, and then she'll make it, and then she comes in, and I gotta be like really thankful. I'll be like, "Thank you so much. This was really nice of you," you know.
Yeah.
But I can't just start making demands. I'm in no position to make demands.
No.
Of like, I want a coffee every morning. She'll just tell me to leave,
I've got like
or she'll laugh at me.
I've got like 2 years, I think. 2 years, and then I can be like, hey, like, it'd be really cool if I had lunch.
You know, it'd be really cool, babe, if you made the bed every day. We're just like, I'll pat, like, you know what? Laundry is just you now.
Yeah, this is now a you chore. What you got to do is you got to get to the point. I can definitely say this on you.
Yeah.
So like my boss, he's at this point where like his wife works like she works like a little bit.
Like a part-time job, something
Yes.
like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Super part time.
Couple days a week.
No, like once a month.
Oh, that's nuts. That's a hobby.
Yeah. So I'm not gonna say what she does, but she like, I don't think he does any housework at all.
No, why would you? She's home 29
So
days a month.
Yeah, so this is his thing. Is he's like, because I remember talking to him about, I'm like, man, you know, because he's like, oh fucking bitch, and he's like, laundry needs to be done. I was like,
Then do it.
do the laundry, and he's like, I'm not doing that shit. I was like, what? He goes, I pay for everything. He's like,
Yeah, I feel like that's how it goes.
He's like, she's got 8 hours a day. There's nobody home. Kids are in school, and I'm at work. Like, do the laundry. You got 8 hours. It doesn't take 8 hours.
If my wife was making like 150 grand a year, probably less, probably even like 110,
you'd be like, I
I'd be like, I quit my job and I'll just take care of that.
Yeah.
And I would do it gladly.
Yeah.
I would fucking love that.
Oh, dude, for sure. Why not?
Laundry would be pressed.
Yeah.
Dinner, like homemade dinner every day.
I want to be at the point where like she has so much time that my drawers are organized.
Yeah, your shirts are rolled.
Yeah, like I open up a drawer to find stuff.
Yeah.
And it's like all nice and neat.
Yeah, that's
You know?
true.
That'd be sweet.
I want to make enough money to support the house and enough for her to have a business that loses money.
Oh, that's
the dream.
Yeah.
I want her to have some small business that loses 10 grand a month.
Yeah.
And she gets
She
to dress
feels
up
really
in
proud of it.
business casual clothes and go for meetings that I pay for. That's what I want. That's the kind.
It's
That's like
we're expensing a meeting today, and you're like, that means
that
I'm
means
paying
I'm
for
paying
this.
for it. You write it off.
Yeah. Write it off on
Do
what?
you have an LLC, babe? No, you just make mugs.
Yeah. Well, that's great.
That's fuck you money. Is when your wife can have a business that is not
That is
viable,
not profitable.
and she spends like 25 hours a week on it.
Yeah, like too much time where you're like, I can't believe you can't make this work.
Yeah, like I would have this working,
Yeah, I would make this profitable at this point.
or I would do
She's
something.
got 2 employees, and it's like, you guys don't make any
I'm
money.
paying. Yeah, one employee is paid by all
Rebecca
the money that
wants
it
a
makes.
raise.
What does Rebecca do?
Well, Rebecca's kind of there for moral support.
She's there for most support, and she runs the social media. And how much am I paying Rebecca?
What does Rebecca make right
Sorry,
now?
how much are we paying?
Yeah, she only makes $25 an hour. What?
She clocks some overtime less. Overtime?
Yeah, for what?
I need you to cut out this fucking overtime shit.
Rebecca can't be making $32.50 an hour.
Yeah,
Let me tell
Rebecca's
you.
getting paid under the table. Rebecca cannot be making that money. Yeah, like what bullshit businesses?
Nail salons.
Yeah, but those can make money.
Nail salons are profitable.
They are, well, if you run them like the fucking
You gotta run them like
Cantonese
an
mob.
Asian. Yeah, exactly. You gotta run them like you're Cambodian.
Yeah, you gotta run them.
Vietnamese.
You gotta run them with like 6 Asian ladies making no money. You don't pay them.
Yeah.
They're only here to get a visa, and they have to have employment to get that.
Yeah, and you pay them like $4 an hour.
Pay them like $4 an hour. Yeah,
That'd
you
be
let them sleep
perfect,
in the
eh?
back.
Wouldn't that be sick?
Why don't we run a nail salon? We could
okay,
do it.
to be honest
and just
with
be
you-
like owners. Like, we wouldn't have to do any nails.
To
'cause
be
we don't know
honest
how.
with you, I'm at a point. Like, I'm not joking when I say, like, I'm looking at, like, 2 years. I want to start looking. I don't want to buy a house. I'm not that. I know everyone's like, buy a house, buy a house. Let me tell you, I really don't give a fuck. I live in a shoebox apartment and I like it there.
All my stuff is within eyesight.
Yeah, I can see everything I own.
I don't want like rooms in my house that I only go into weekly.
Yeah, I don't even know what's going on in there. There could be house centipedes having a fucking
There could be
party in there.
squatters.
Who knows, right?
And I don't even know.
I don't want that. So let me tell you, 2 years, I'm going to seriously start looking at buying businesses.
I'll run a nail salon for you.
Dude, you know what I
And
actually thought about?
I would keep those ladies in line.
You know what I thought about?
What's that?
I was gonna pitch to you,
What's
but
that?
this was gonna be in like 2 years. But you already know. Is just open a shotgun bar and be
Yeah,
like,
that's the dream.
be like, Chef Josh, get your ass in there. You now make 80 grand a year and give me half of whatever is made.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah, that'd be sweet, right?
That would be sweet. I'm still hiring Asian ladies
Yeah,
to run
of
the
course.
bar. And we'll call it
Call it Ni Hao Kung Pao.
yeah. No, you gotta name it what like
joking, that was
fucking
so racist.
what Asian people name like nail salons and laundromats and shit. Like super Canada #1 nails.
Rose's Canada #1 nails.
Yeah, Rose's hot nails.
Hot nails. Dude, that'd be great.
#1 hot acrylics. And that's the name of the bar. And then you go in and the theme of the bar is a shitty nail salon.
Oh, do you know?
So
funny
the
that
bar,
would be?
like obviously, I'm not ashamed. We've both gotten pedicures.
Oh, yeah, it's a
I've
great
gotten
time.
one in the last year.
Yeah, they're wonderful.
They're wonderful. They're awesome.
Yeah,
I thought about getting the manicure too, but I work with my hands, so it'd be crushed immediately.
manicures. The sport. What are they called? The sport manicures. Those
Yeah,
are
that's
good.
what-
Where they
that's-
clear coat them.
Yeah, that's what dudes get.
Yeah,
so that they don't feel gay.
Yeah, that's a good way to go. Man, they'll clean up your hands.
Yeah, it is not, and they give you a little hand massage. I love a hand massage.
It's awesome.
But like the bar, every bar stool has like a little foot bath
Yeah,
that you go into.
that'd be
when
the
you sit.
grossest bar ever.
They change the water.
It'd be disgusting.
They wouldn't change the water enough.
No.
They wouldn't get cleaned enough.
No.
But
Dude.
like if you were the first customer of the day, like 5
roll
o'clock,
in.
you roll in, you grab your beer, and slip your feet in a little little water massager.
Dude,
I'd sit there all day.
you would. It'd be a great time.
It'd be and the bar stool gives you a little massage. In
How
the
much
back.
does it take to open up like a shotgun bar?
I don't know. I should know. I don't.
Yeah, I feel like you should know.
I should know. It's a lot.
It's like
I think
300,000.
I think it
like
depends
that, right?
too. It's like, are you buying an existing shotgun bar?
Yeah.
Are you
would
just
have to.
buying? Are you gonna have to like build a kitchen and build a bar? Because that's expensive.
That's really expensive.
If you want to put like hood vents in,
No, you'd have to buy
An existing-
Anyone I know that has bought a location that's not a restaurant and tried to make a restaurant out of it,
it's
dude,
you
you're
have to have
20
so much
years
money.
before you're gonna pay it off.
Yeah. Or you
Like-
have to have huge financial backing.
Yeah, and be able to like deck it out.
You have to have other restaurants first
Yeah,
that make money.
you're better off to just buy a restaurant that's pre-existing.
And then call it Super Hot Nails.
yeah,
Or like really dissuade, be like Dim Sum Palace.
Dim Sum Palace is a great idea.
And then they go in and it's not a dumpling place at all.
they have
it's just-
50 on tap.
It's got 50 on tap. We saw hot dogs. What's going on?
That
They're
is
like,
the move. That is the move for bars. I don't understand why more bars don't do that.
What, lie?
No, just have fucking
Cheap food?
Just have like hot dogs. Man, if you put like hot dogs and I don't know French fries, you got like one deep fryer. Mm-hmm. You can jalapeno poppers.
There is a bar in Manhattan that does a free hot dog with every pint.
What?
Every pint you get a free hot dog.
Get the
You can say no, but every pint comes with a free. And they've just got like a roller behind the bar, like those ones that roll the
Yeah.
hot dogs up and down, and it's like that on a cheap bun.
Yeah, I guess it costs like $1.
It costs you like $1.
Yeah.
Every pint comes with a complimentary hot dog.
Huh.
I forget the name of the place, but dude, I'd be there every day.
Yeah, well, you would
2
go
beers,
in for
2
lunch.
hot dogs.
You go in for lunch, 2 beers, 2 hot dogs, and you're like, cool, I had
set.
lunch and a beer.
Yeah, it's better than the liquid lunch I was gonna have.
Yeah, fair enough. Damn.
You know what I've maybe both of us have to do at some point? If we get a day off that lines up soon,
Yeah.
where we're both just off all day, I want to get drunk at like 9 a.m. Have you ever thought about that?
You know
Like
what?
I want to get cottage drunk, but not at a cottage.
Like just in the city.
Just in the city.
Well, I'm down.
like-
Show up to like a bar that we know at 11, drunk.
Yeah, like we'll start early.
Yeah,
I'll act like I'm going to work.
yeah, like wake up. I'll come over here at 8 a.m.
Yeah, just tell the wife like, all right, heading out for the day. See you later. And then when you show back up at 10 p.m., hammered.
Yeah. Show up. Start making Caesars. Like
Yeah.
start with a coffee with
Oh, what do you-
Baileys and a lot of Jameson.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Or you know what's really good? Baileys and rum. If you put Baileys and rum in a coffee, dude, you can get a fucking
I thought you
boozy
just meant
cocktail.
Bailey's in rum and that was it. I'm
Oh,
like,
no.
that sounds really bad.
Yeah, no, that's not enough.
That's not enough.
Yeah.
But just I've been surprised by my stamina for drinking sometimes.
If you start early and you do it properly,
If you do it right.
if you
Like,
do it right,
That's why everyone's like, oh, you don't get hungover at the cottage and you can drink all day. It's because you're doing it right.
it's because you're stopping, drinking water, eating.
Eating, you're doing activities.
Yeah, you're moving around, you're out doing stuff.
Because last time I was at a cottage, I started drinking at 9 a.m. and I went till like 4.
See, that's the thing. We could get a fucking. You know what we could do? We could get a 9 a.m. tea time.
Okay, see, now the plan is
See?
working.
And so we wake up early, go to a diner, get breakfast, go to Denny's.
Go to Denny's, get a beer with breakfast.
get a beer with breakfast.
Yep, okay.
Yeah, beer with breakfast, coffee and Bailey's.
Yeah.
And you start there and then you go to the golf course and then you drink on the golf course, but you're doing an activity.
Yeah, and then we realized post golf course, that's when the driving stops.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't go anywhere.
Yeah, then I've just got to go somewhere where there's enough places to walk.
Yeah.
Or just like... if
You
it's
just
in
come
this-
downtown. You come downtown. You're done to golf.
Yeah,
You go for lunch. More beers.
more beers.
Yeah.
Come back to my place. Patio.
Hang out
Hang out.
on the patio. We're
Hang
looking
out,
at-
listen to music.
Yeah. Doing whatever.
Go get some dinner.
Go. Yeah. Drink. Yeah. Drink for a few hours. Go get some dinner at like 4:30.
At 4th, yeah, old people time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Go get old people dinner. Have some wine.
Yeah.
Have a
wine.
have a limoncello post dinner.
Dude. And then you
Nap.
hang out. You have a couple. Yeah.
30-minute nap.
Half hour. 40-minute nap.
Yeah, 7 o'clock. That's just bar time.
Yeah. Then it's just bar, and you drink, and you're only you won't realize, but you're only drinking until like 9.
Yeah, you're gonna stop. It's
Yeah, you'll stop at like 9 o'clock, and then you'll be like, all right, it's late, I'm going home.
Yeah.
And you go home, and then you sleep from 10.
I bet I'd feel great the next
Dude,
day.
you'd sleep from fucking 10 till 8 a.m. the next day. You'll
It
feel
amazes me,
amazing.
dude, so much how smart we are,
I know.
especially together.
Dude, the genius that we can come up with.
Like we're both pretty smart guys, but you get us both on a topic, it's fucking curtains, baby.
Yeah. Yeah.
I want to get drunk
Yeah, you know
all
what?
day. One
You know
day.
what?
You're like, yeah. How do we make that happen?
Yeah. What's the logistics of making that happen?
Because I mean, you can blow your load too fast.
You know what you got to throw in the middle of there?
What's that?
You get after, so you go golf course
Mm.
and then lunch, but you get lunch in a beach town.
Mm.
You gotta have it set up.
Because
there.
I'm gonna go have a swim.
Then you go hang out on the beach, have beers on the beach,
Yep.
go for a quick swim. You're out in the sunshine, getting some sunshine. Then you take the nap. Take a nap in the sunshine. You know what I mean?
God.
Right?
See, now it's just cottage again.
Yeah, you take a nap in the sunshine, and then you're like,
I swear to God, swimming sobers me up.
oh, 100%. Because you sweat more than you think you do.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah, it's way more exertion.
Have
than
you ever had a
think.
moment in the water where you're like, I am actually too drunk to be doing this?
One time.
It's actually really scary.
Yeah. I fell into a tin boat. I went to get in. I was drunk.
And
I
you
was
fell into it?
I was drunk. I was at a cottage, and I was like, I'm taking the boat out to go fishing. And I went to step in, and I just fucking just clambered into there, fell in, and then rolled over to try and like steady myself and rolled out of the boat
You rolled out the other side?
into the lake, and then was in the lake, and I'm like, fuck. And I just kind of bobbed along in the lake over to the neighbor's dock, and they were like, Christian. I'm like, hey, what's going on? They're like,
Like, don't
"What
you
are
take that boat out.
They're like, what are you doing in the lake? I'm like, fully clothed. They're like, what are you doing in the lake? I'm
I
like,
don't know.
just fucking hanging out.
Because you can't admit that you just ate shit on a boat, which they probably saw.
Dude, so they just they literally came up and like pulled me out of the water up
Thanks,
onto the
guys.
deck.
Like phone in your pocket.
Dude, phone in my pocket, wallet in my pocket, keys on me. Like, I was doing stuff, man. I had a fucking headlamp on. It's the middle of the night.
Oh, it's like the middle of the night you're doing this?
Dude, it was like 11 p.m. I was tanked.
Who let you get to the boat?
No one. No one. Dave was asleep. He was asleep in the cottage. So then I come up to the cottage sopping wet. Like
Yeah.
I'm wearing like what I'm wearing now, like jeans and a hoodie.
Yeah, you're soaked.
And I'm soaked. And so I walk in the cottage and start stripping down, and he just hears like he comes out, he's like, what the fuck is going on?
Tried to take the boat out.
I fell into the boat.
Oh, that's so funny. I would pay so much money to watch you fall into a tin boat. Because that's like, I'm trying to think of like a comedic, like something that's equivalent to that.
Yeah.
It's like stepping on a rake and having it hit you in the face.
Yeah, I know.
It's just so.
Well, and then
You don't
just
even
to
have to do-
roll out of
You're
the
like,
other
"Blah."
side.
You probably made a crazy sound. You were probably like, oh, fucking goddamn it. And then you hit the water.
Dude, it was brutal. It was
That is. Oh, fuck.
that was fucking unreasonable.
I was on the lake, and we were like pretty far out, and
Yeah.
it was like just to the point where if I like, you know, when you're deep in the lake and you bounce on your toes,
Yeah.
I could keep my chin up if I was like bouncing on my toes.
Yeah.
And we had this like giant mat that we were. It, like,
Oh, yeah,
floats.
yeah.
You know the ones,
Yeah.
right? And I'm hammered. It's like 3 p.m. I've been drinking.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to. I get up on this mat because I'm tired of bobbing, but it's like sinking in where I'm standing and stuff. And I was like, I'm gonna try and stand, because I'm like on all fours. I'm like, I'm gonna try and stand up. And like my friends on the beach, like, don't stand up, Josh.
Yeah, you don't stand on the mat.
Like, don't stand on the mat. And I was like, I'm fucking stand up. And I keep falling. I get like I'm hunched over standing up, and then I keep going down on my hands. I'm like, fuck it. And I stood up real quick because I thought I was going too slow, and I just like launched myself backwards. My head had too much momentum that just kept carrying. So I just like, it was like half a backflip. But I also had nothing to push off of because it just dunked down as I pushed. So I just like landed flat on my back in the water and like, clapped the back of my head. Lost my sunglasses, lost a hat.
Oh, Jesus.
But now I'm like a little deeper. So I'm like treading water, and I'm like, I am fucking hammered, and like I'm so drunk that I could like drown right now.
Yeah.
Like I gotta swim 20 feet that way, and I don't know if I can do it because I'm also tired from trying to stand up on this thing. It's like I don't even know if I could do it, and everyone's like laughing at me and stuff, like, get back on the mat, and I'm like, I can't even say anything because all my energy and breath is like swim 20 feet. Like in my head, it's like there's a 30% chance you're gonna die, and your friends are not athletic enough to come save you. They're just gonna watch you drown.
Dude, the exhaustion thing blows my mind.
There's nothing you can do. You can't take a breather.
You don't know. Yes, swimming. You don't know how scary it is until you are tired.
Because you can't yell for help because you're so tired.
And you're like actively trying to not drown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why they say, like, I think, like, lifeguards and stuff get trained. When someone's drowning, they're not, like, arms up, like, wah! They're, like, barely above the water, and they just sit there.
Really?
Yeah, because they're totally exhausted. Like, it's just their face poking above the water, and they just sit there, like, eyes wide.
Wow. That'd be scary.
Because that's total exhaustion.
Yeah.
It's like their feet are just kind of like,
Yeah. That's crazy.
yeah, dude, fucking, I'm scared of drowning too.
I am really, really thankful for the fact that like I was very much raised in the water.
Yeah, you're a white guy, you can swim.
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
No, it's not even that though. Like we lived like fucking a half kilometer from the lake. Mm-hmm. So I used to like take my bicycle as a child down to the lake and go swimming.
Yeah.
I remember by the time I was probably 12, 13, I went to the lake alone.
Yeah.
To Lake Erie. Like I would take off on my bike and go to the lake and go swimming, which is crazy. I know that's like crazy to people, but I was raised on Lake Erie shore. Like we went in the
It
lake.
doesn't seem that crazy.
It does, I think, for a lot of parents.
Yeah, I guess.
Because their kids, you couldn't dream of that. But when you're there, like, every day, like, I was such a strong swimmer. I would swim in the lake for, like, 6-7 hours and be, like, swimming
Dude,
for
I
hours.
missed the abounds of energy you had as a child.
I still have them. What are you talking about?
Yeah, you still have that energy. I don't.
I love it. It's called ADHD.
Yeah, and not knowing when to quit. Yeah. That's what that's called.
Yeah, true. Dude, playing basketball, a guy commented on it this past week. So we're playing full court basketball, and it's like been 3 hours of full court basketball, and I'm like still like, I don't know, like someone steals a ball from me, and then I'm like chasing them down full tilt,
Yeah.
and like jumping and leaping over them to get like a block. And my one buddy's like, man, how the fuck do you still have all this energy? And I'm like, I don't know, man. Like, just keep going. But I did say, like, the only downside is because I don't know when to quit. Is like, I'll wake up tomorrow sore as a motherfucker.
And the second you stop, you're like, I'm exhausted.
I'm done now. Yeah. I can't go in again. I can't go again.
Like that level of sore where you got to pick your legs up with your hands.
Yeah, you're like,
You ever do that? Like you're getting in a car and you're like,
oh,
2 tries to get out of bed.
yeah. Oh, The Rock.
You gotta build some momentum up.
Yeah, terrible.
And yeah, I do that, and the wife's always like, "What's wrong?" Like, I'm just fucking. Like, I can't even explain it to you.
Yeah, like, this
I just
is
can't
age.
do this. This is age. This is I'm getting fat. Like I don't.
Yeah. Dude, the hernia's really made it bad because like I don't want to flex my abs. Mm-hmm. So I go to get up and I'm like,
Are you getting up without flexing, eh?
yeah. I can only
shit.
flex like the top part of my abs. The bottom part like
Does
doesn't.
it just poke it right out if you
It
do?
just like it. I can feel it. No, like it'll flex, but because it closes the hole, it like pinches the intestines.
Oh.
So it's like a stabbing pain.
Oh, it really hurts, eh?
Oh yeah, like because if I flex my whole abdomen,
Yeah.
which I can still do it, and I do it playing basketball.
You just
like,
deal with the
obviously.
pain.
Yeah, but I'm having fun, so I'm like preoccupied. But if I'm like in the morning, man, like no way, it hurts.
Yeah. Can you?
Oh yeah.
Can you push to take a shit?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
a little,
A little. You just gotta let it fall out of you, though.
kind of. Yeah.
That kind of sucks because then you're
I
at
take
the
a lot of little poos.
yeah you're at the whims of your poo.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, I eat a lot of fiber now.
yeah, I bet.
I've been eating like oats again every day.
Because like if you don't have a hernia and you're like, I got somewhere to be in an hour,
Yeah.
I'll poop now to
Yeah.
like clear out whatever I've got and I'll
And
make
then
it.
hopefully I'm fine.
But like I might have to push it a bit. You don't have to. You can't do that.
I push a little bit.
You can push a bit.
Oh yeah, just not much. Mm-hmm. I can't like.
Like sit-ups are way out of the equation.
No fucking way.
Planking.
Planks aren't too bad.
Okay.
I still try and do planks. I'll still do push-ups in the morning.
Push-ups would be fine. Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, it's weird. Like chest isn't too bad, but squatting down or bending at the hips to grab something. Squatting is a fuck. I feel like I'm gonna shit out my organs.
Is it that bad? Eh?
Oh, it's a horrible feeling.
Yeah, this
it feels
is just
like it's gonna pop into my
It's a
fucking
PSA,
ballsack.
guys.
That's
Lift
disgusting.
with your legs, please.
Yeah, lift with squat the fuck down.
I
and
know
lift
it's
shit
like
up.
cool
Don't
and shit to lift with
hinge.
your back.
Yeah, use proper hip hinge. If there's one thing I can stress to people is like, yeah, do proper hip hinge work, like so much that it becomes second nature and you don't think about it and you always move your hips like that. You always do a proper hip hinge. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because it is incredibly important to not. It sucks. I don't like having a hernia.
No,
Yeah.
no, and everyone I've talked to is like, yeah, it was the worst like year of my life.
Yeah, it's a bad time.
It's a really bad time. It fucks up everything you
Yeah,
do
and now I have back pain coming.
because you're compensating.
Well, because like the bottom half of my abs are constantly like actively being relaxed.
Yeah.
So I walk around with like this kind of gut because
Oh,
I'm like
yeah.
relaxed all the time. And then I'm like, when I do stuff, I rely on my back instead of my abs to hold my core tight.
Right.
So I rely on my back to do shit. So now my back's like sore all the time. It's fucking
Sucks.
terrible.
I'm sorry, dude.
Yeah, it's a rough go. And it's slowly working its way towards my ball sack. Yeah, it's rough.
You've already talked to the doctor though.
Oh, yeah.
They won't let it get that far. I don't think.
No, I gotta go in February. I got an MRI.
Okay.
It's a while out. Thanks, Canadian healthcare.
I'm sure. Yeah, if it's bad, they'll deal with it.
Hopefully quick, yeah.
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 I mean, there are clinics that just do hernias, and they'll just crank them out.
Well, that's the thing. Like
It's a very common thing to
I
get.
can
A lot of
go to
people
the
get 'em.
States and pay like $6,000 and they'll just do it.
Yeah, $6,000.
$6,000 though. I don't really want to fork out $6,000.
No,
Especially $6,000 US is like $10,000.
Yeah, exactly. It's a lot of money for something that would be covered here.
That's the thing. So do I wait a few months or do I,
think
just
you
fork out $10,000?
you wait a few months.
I think I wait a few
You
months.
wait a few months, dude. If it
Because
was
I can
like
think of a lot
$500, I
cooler
tell you,
things.
yeah.
Yeah. That's the thing. If it was even like $4,000 Canadian, I would be like, oh, okay, I might drop that,
Yeah. Not
but
10, no.
not $10,000.
$10,000
For $10,000, I
I
can get $10,000 to give me a Rolex.
used one, right?
No, you can get like a new.
Can you really? For $10,000?
Yeah, there's some nice Rolexes. The
Okay.
Submariner is only just above $10,000.
Okay.
Yeah, the
I like
Rolex Submariner.
I like the Submariner with the green face. Have you seen that one?
I'm glad you said it. I love green face watches.
I like the green face on it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
me too. You know what you should look up is Mont Blanc.
Mont Blanc, yeah.
Yeah, Mont Blanc has like one of their OG lines has a green face. And it's gold. It's a green face, and like there's a bit much going on in the face, but the green is so nice and
I like
unique.
green face watches.
It's just fucking beautiful.
And like, how often do you wear green? You don't.
I don't. I would love to start wearing it more.
But,
I really wanna like a suit with the like emerald green paisley on the inside.
That'd be cool.
Right?
That would be cool.
Yeah.
I can appreciate watches, and I like watches quite a bit.
Yeah.
I usually wear one,
Okay.
but I will be dead in the ground before I'm like a watch guy.
Before you have watches.
Before I have like a watch display case.
Oh yeah,
For
guys
all
who
my
have like 5 or
watches.
6 watches.
Yeah, and they're all
Why
like,
not? You know, you're a poster. If you had money, you wouldn't do it.
No,
Really?
no, I'd have one really nice watch that I would like keep in a drawer, and then I'd have like an every day.
I have like a few watches. I have a Breitling Bentley collab, and then I had my Citizen Eco Drive that I loved. That was my daily wear, and it's gone. I have this little Casio. I like this watch.
I got a Casio as well.
Yeah, yeah. I like your Casios. Those are classic.
Yeah, they're classic ones, the '80s ones.
And you got the tank knockoff.
No, it's real. I got a Cartier tank.
No, it's not real.
It is real. I treated myself.
If you spent $6,000 on it's $6,000 USD.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
For the like
Yeah, it
diamond
was.
studded Cartier tanks.
No,
If you spent $6,000 on a tank, I'd be like, dude, you're such a fucking
but it's a cool watch.
insert obscenity here.
It doesn't matter which one. Pick
Yeah.
one.
Pick one. Yeah. Especially like I like tanks and I think they're nice, but they're overpriced for what they are.
Yeah, for sure. It's a status thing. It's Cartier.
You're
It's because
just
it's Cartier.
You know who wore a fucking tank?
Who?
Princess Diana.
Yeah, they also make like tanks are a popular women's watch as well. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a slightly different shape.
No, it's the same one.
No, it's bigger for the men's. No, it 100%.
There's 2 sizes of tank,
There's
and they're
3.
both unisex.
There's 3. It's a wider one.
Josh is wearing a woman's watch.
I'm not wearing a woman's. Doesn't matter. It's iced out. It's iced out.
Iced out woman's watch, bro.
Yeah, I think 2025, my resolution, this is the year I get jewelry.
Jewelry.
This is the year I get jewelry. This is the year I get like diamond earrings.
I was gonna swap to a diamond stud maybe.
Or like gold hoops.
Yeah. Oh, I could do that. Go gold with gold and gold.
Yeah.
That'd
Or
be
this
cool.
This is the year I get like a bracelet with rocks in it.
Wow, with rocks in it.
Or like a 2-tooth grill.
I was looking
canine
at
in it.
the implants they put on them.
Oh, like a tooth gem?
Tooth gems.
I
Yeah.
think like only hot Latina chicks get that.
No, my friend Fiona. Can I say her name?
Is
I
she
can say
a
it.
hot Latina chick?
No, she's half Japanese.
Yeah, they can pull it off.
Yeah,
I don't know if
she
I could.
looks cool. She has like a cool aesthetic.
The rest of it has to match. You
Yeah,
can't just
that's
be
the
like
thing. She has
you
like
can't
a
work in
cool-
insurance and have like a tooth gem.
Yeah, no, yeah. She has like a whole cool aesthetic going on, and then she has a little tooth gem. And I just saw her recently, and I was like, damn, that is actually kind of cool, eh? Like I like it. I don't know. I think it's cool.
How long do you think? Like, if I showed up with grills,
I would
right? Like
smack you.
immediately, I'm getting smacked and made fun of by my friends, right? But if I stuck with it and like kept wearing them, I think like within a month, people
You'd
would
have
just
to
be like,
change your aesthetic.
I would, yeah.
You'd have to look like
I'd have to look like a
fucking
wigger.
crackhead. Dude, that's the thing. There's some things that are like,
Yeah, it's like it only works if you do
yeah, like
Everything.
there's some things that are gaudy.
until you've like leaned into it enough. Is what you mean?
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Like a fat fucking Rolex. Guys who wear like a chunky Rolex or like a chunky Breitling.
Yeah,
If-
you have the rest of it has to go with it.
I think if you lean into it long enough and you wear it, like they maybe slowly adapt their style because there's more casual styles that go with it. You can wear like just like jeans with a white t-shirt and some white Reeboks, and if you've got a fat ass Rolex on, like you kind of got
I
a
think
cool
that's.
look.
I don't like that.
It's fine. It's fine. If you wear this, is what I'm saying. I don't like it. I'm not a huge fan, but it's fine. But if you wear grills, the only look that matches your grills,
Paul Wall.
you have to look like a fucking crackhead, dude. You look like you smoke crack in your
The thing is,
spare time.
you get grills because that's a savings account, right? Because if you ever need money, you just pawn your grills, and no one's gonna buy them because they only fit your teeth. So you
Is that a thing?
Yeah, you pawn the grills, and then you just have to buy them back before they melt them.
Why not just buy a watch?
That's another thing, is a watch.
You just
yeah.
buy watches.
That's
and
how a lot of
chains.
people get money from one country to another.
Watches and chains and shit.
You go over there, you buy a watch, you wear it on the flight back, and then sell it when you get back.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's worth however much.
You can spend as much money as you want on a watch. Or someone can just be like, I'm a collector, and they'll pay way more than market price for it, right?
Yeah.
And that's just how you wash money like that. I think like that happens with China a lot.
Huh.
It's like Chinese business guys will fly over with like an $80,000 watch.
Yeah. Because there is, man, yeah, some of the shit that's out there. I don't know. I've never been huge on jewelry. The only thing I will spend money on is a watch. Because I like a watch and I feel naked without a watch on.
Yeah.
But otherwise, like jewelry, I'm not.
You
I
wouldn't-
like having a chain.
Yeah, you like wearing a chain. You wear a Cuban link on the wrist.
Yeah, I do have. I've
You
like
got a fat
tennis
fucking tennis bracelet. You do.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you've got earrings that you wear that I'm assuming are gold.
I know I don't have earrings.
Yes, you do.
I used to have silver hoops.
You wore them to a wedding this year. I remember it.
Silver hoops.
Silver,
Yeah.
okay.
Silver
Because
hoops. Yeah.
2 days before that, we were hanging out. We were all drunk, and you called my earrings gay. And I was like, they're not gay. And
They're a little
you
gay.
said, yes, they are, you little gay boy. And I said, earrings aren't gay. And then 2 days later, I saw you with earrings in, and I was like, man. And you were like, you said they weren't gay. Like, you just showed up with earrings again after not having them for years. And everyone was like,
Well, because
what's in your ears? And you're like, what?
I'll wear them to formal events.
Yeah.
That's my thing. I'll wear them to like a formal event. If I'm wearing a suit, I'll put earrings in. I want to get like what are they
like
called? Princess cut, the like square cut.
Yes.
I would like
You would like princess cut earrings.
like the square cut earrings. I would like those like square cut diamonds.
You would be like Marshawn Lynch.
Yeah, I would love to look like Marshawn
Like just
Lynch.
like your lobes weighed down
Yeah,
because you got like
like-
3 carats in each.
And you know I would wear, it would be like fucking 3 carats per year.
Yeah, it'd be ridiculous. Well, you got a big head.
Exactly. You gotta have some
If you
big
put
ass shit
1
on
carat in your ears, be like, what the fuck?
there. What's the point?
Like 1 carat.
But I would put a little one on my nose, just like a little diamond.
Like a stud?
Yeah.
I think the hoop on the nose is better.
You think so?
Yeah, I would go like diamonds in the ears and then a silver hoop.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. We'll see what I do. My next big.
You got to get on rings.
No, I've never. I
You got to
used
be
to wear
fucking big on.
rings
You got to
more.
stack them.
I used to wear rings more, but it's too much.
It's not too much. I love wearing rings.
I want my next big status symbol purchase
Yeah.
that I'm gonna save for a while is like a '94 Porsche 911 Turbo.
I want a handgun with
Just shoot me when I buy it.
to shoot you in your bullshit Porsche. In your women's 911.
Like that's gonna be. I want a 911 Turbo. I want a handgun. Oh, okay.
No, I want a handgun with the ivory handle.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
I want
yeah,
the
like
ivory
a Colt 45 with an
Yeah,
ivory
always a
handle.
Colt 45.
Yeah, that'd
That's
be
that's
sweet.
like the only handgun I want.
Yeah,
A
there-
Glock makes you look like a loser.
Well, you just look like a fucking.
You look like
gangbanger.
you look like a gangbanger or like a wannabe army guy.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. if
With your
you're
like open carry with your like fat self in a polo shirt that's too small.
bulging out
Like
under your
you're
bulletproof
bulging
vest.
you're bulging out of your like Kevlar lined polo shirt.
That's so good.
Like you know those it's always that kind of with the wraparound sunglasses.
Yeah.
Right? And they're just open carrying at Disney World. Like what do you think's gonna pop off here?
They're there to kill pedos.
Yeah, that's the thing. In their mind they're just scanning.
Dude, okay, so something on a happier note. Actually, it's not at all.
On a happier note, pedophiles.
Yeah, it's not happy at all. The Golden Globes just happened.
They did. I missed it all.
I was watching the Golden Globes, which I never watch award shows. I'm not a guy who's into award shows. I don't like it.
The wife is though.
No,
No.
I was.
Then why'd you
watching
watch it?
Because we were hanging out. We were hanging out at Beer Town.
Oh, were you really?
Yeah, and I was watching the Golden Globes.
Not affiliated with me or this podcast at all.
No, not at all. In any way, but I was hanging out at Beer Town, which is a cool little restaurant in town. Mm-hmm. And it was on, so I was watching it. I'm talking to one bartender, and got into talking to my cousin about Ariana Grande.
She's fucking fucked right now.
Dude, she's fucked. She looks like Caillou pansexual crazy.
I think she's got like an eating disorder or something.
Dude, no, fuck that. I don't take this. I won't take this bullshit. Don't excuse her shit behavior. Let's be clear.
What do you mean? She's
Ariana
cool.
Grande over the years
Has been every race.
has been every race.
Has been every
She's
race
been
ever.
black, Latina, straight up fucking Japanese, Asian.
Yeah, that one was crazy.
That's
I remember that
crazy.
one.
Dude, she's done all the races.
I
That's
know.
so...
She's Italian.
Yeah, she is Italian.
Yeah.
You fucking...
You guinea wop. Yeah, because I don't think it is Grande. I think it's pronounced differently. But
Yeah.
enough people pronounce it Grande that she was just like,
Just
fuck it.
leaves it.
That's
Yeah.
what it is.
Yeah, because... Anyway, so I'm watching her, and then
Grandissimo.
we got talking about her and Nickelodeon. Dan
Yeah, 'cause-
Schneider.
Yeah, she was on that Victoria's show.
Yes. Have you ever seen
The Dan Schneider stuff?
the clips that like
Yes.
dude, there's one where she's like 12 and she's laying in bed sucking her own toes.
Yeah, I know.
And it's like
And he's like,
he openly has a
he's
foot
openly
fetish.
has a foot fetish, yeah. And he's like, he produces all these shows and writes a script. It was like that for like iCarly too. And like,
Dude, so there's that. We like deep dive on this.
Yeah.
And start pulling up clips off Reddit and shit. There's one where she's literally fingering her throat going and she's like 12, 13. It's like I don't
would
know
you
how
do
much
that?
more
like I don't understand.
how do you write that into a fucking show, dude?
Yeah, and like you're very obvious about it. Like everyone else that worked there is just like, oh fuck, here goes Dan again.
This is the thing is it's like so this is going on and one of them they're talking to her and like how would you be cute blah 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 and Dan's there and he wants whatever and then someone does it and then she does it and he's like that's my girl And then he's filming and he turns around and there is a room full of like 40 adults.
Yeah.
It's like, really? There's 40 adults in here? There's a fucking 12-year-old sucking her toes on a bed, laying upside down with her push-up bra on a 12-year-old.
Yeah.
Sucking her toes on the fucking bed, and no one's saying anything?
I can't believe you started this with on a lighter note. But sorry, continue.
But it's like, dude, there's a room full of adults. Nobody had the fucking gusto to stand up and be like, this is not
It's your
acceptable.
career on the line if you say something.
Yeah, man. And now you know what it is? Now these motherfuckers are getting popped, and now all of you people are going to be associated. If I ever met someone that was like, oh yeah, I worked on the show Victorious,
Yeah, I'd
I'd
kill
be
you.
like, you're a fucking sick cunt.
Yeah, why
Fuck
didn't you
you.
stop him?
Yeah, why didn't you stop that? You're a piece of shit, dude.
Yeah.
Like, you're a bad person. Like,
Yeah, that shit is actually
that's
pretty
fucked up.
gnarly.
Dude, those old clips,
Yeah, I know. It's like
it was disturbing. Like, I couldn't watch it. I was like, this is fucking disturbing.
and it's like, what? You're writing for a kid's show, which, like, I get needs to happen. Like, an adult needs to write this show,
Yeah, obviously.
right?
There is an entertainment industry for children.
You're already flirting with weird territory, though.
Yeah. Blue's Clues never had to do weird shit.
No, there was that one episode where, Steve ate Blue's pussy. You don't remember that?
That's... Are you... Get the fuck out. No, they never did
Yeah,
that.
it was like Blue had to find
Shut
a
the
clue.
fuck up.
Blue had to find a clue under the couch, so Blue went under there, and then Steve
She
had
got
his
stuck.
Yeah, she gets stuck, and Steve's got his foot on the other side, and he puts it in her mouth. It's like, oh no, Blue needs to go do some laundry. And I had to reach into the dryer to get her jeans.
And then says, help, Steve, I'm stuck
Help,
in
Steve,
the
I'm
laundry.
stuck. And then Steve puts his hands on her hips
To try and pull her out.
and pulls her right onto his
onto his
erect,
stick.
naked penis.
So anyway...
That's how Blue's Clues is a story about what's it called when you fuck animals? I'm fucking
bestiality.
bestiality.
Yeah.
I can't think of the word.
But I'm saying, like, there is lots of kids shows where I think they're super genuine, like, it's relatively healthy content.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, Blue's Clues being one of them that, like, I commendably had an entire career of healthy content.
Yeah, like, and I mean the age group, like Blue's Clues is for babies.
What?
I watched it till I was 14, but it's for babies. You need something that's like not quite an adult show, right?
Yeah, Disney's Recess.
Yeah, that's true.
That was a good show
The
for a
thing
long
with Dan
time. Like,
Schneider is like, I would get horribly embarrassed if I was that horny in front of like two people.
dude, that's what I'm saying. Like,
You know?
not even that. And I suppose this is like another level of fetishism.
It's
But-
wanting to get caught and shit.
Yeah, because I'll say, like, man, you could take like my deepest fetishes
yeah,
and display them in front of me. And if I had people around, I would not. I wouldn't connect that to it because I'd be like, "There's people here." Like, it would shut that down.
yeah,
in my
I
brain,
wouldn't.
You know
like,
what I mean?
Yeah, I wouldn't just be like salivating.
Yeah,
you know?
I wouldn't be like. No,
Yeah, like,
it'd be
fucking-
like,
I would actively in my head be like, "Don't."
don't even look.
Like, avoid this more than you normally would.
Yeah, exactly. Like, this
Yeah.
is a no-go.
I'm not fucking doing that.
Yeah, I'd be like, get out of here.
Like
Get
when
out
you're
of
hanging
here.
out with your boys, and then
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's weird. He's over the top. And not to go on some deep conspiracy shit, but like Epstein's Island is the same.
last name Schneider.
Huh? I know. But Epstein's Island is the same shape as the Nickelodeon Splat.
That
I-
might be a reach.
It's identical. Look it up.
That
It's
might-
fucked. It is fucked up.
Oh, okay. I'm picking up that they made the Nickelodeon Splat the shape of the island,
yes.
not the other way around.
They did not make the island.
Like,
No, I'm
no,
telling
you know
you.
what else the fucking Nickelodeon logo was?
What?
The foot.
Oh yeah, it used to be a foot. Oh, what the fuck,
Dude, it used to be a big orange foot. You remember
yeah,
that?
and then it's changed to the Splat
Yeah.
after Epstein became big.
Yeah, maybe.
Dude, I'm telling you, like, I seriously think that I think things are way darker and more fucked up than you could ever imagine.
I think the entertainment industry has just always been fucked too.
I think it's always been fucked, and I think it's only
Gotten worse.
gone like to a fucked up demonic place. And I know what you're saying, that like there's no like Satan's not real, so therefore blah blah blah. But it's like, I do think that these people do like seriously dark, twisted shit.
Okay, yeah. To talk about that, I wasn't saying that Satan isn't real, so Satanists aren't real. I understand that Satanists are real. I'm saying that Satan isn't giving them magical powers.
Yeah,
That's what I
mean. Yeah, because you got wrecked by my fiance on that.
Yeah, I want to clarify. I understand
Yeah,
that
'cause she
some
listened,
people...
I was like, what a dumb motherfucker.
I do
was like-
understand that
she's
some-
like, we don't know God's real, but the Crusades definitely happen.
Yeah, 100%. But God didn't give the Crusaders special powers, okay? All right.
That's fair.
That's, yeah. But, dude, like, if I was hanging out with my boys and, like, I, for some reason, was talking to a 12-year-old girl,
Yeah.
and I hit her with a that's my girl or something like that,
People would be like, what the fuck,
I'd
bro?
immediately get my ass kicked by my best friends.
Yeah, it'd be like,
They'd be like, you earned this beating.
I wouldn't kick your ass, but I'd be like, what?
Yeah, but what if it was, like, the third time?
If it was like a
The third
noticeable
time this
that's
year.
the thing. If it was a noticeable thing, it's like, all right, man,
Like, the third time I gave a 14-year-old a butt slap this year.
yeah, that shit.
Yeah.
Dude, that's the other thing is they talk like, I don't know, man. I'm at a point where like I'm almost in disbelief. I'm almost in disbelief of how twisted the entertainment industry is. Like, when did people get to this point that we ever wanted to be like this?
Forever, because there's some people that are really good at sensing opportunity for power, and then there's a bunch of people that will really do whatever it takes to be famous. I think that's
Yeah.
like there are some people that will literally do whatever it takes, and
They'll do anything.
that's the people that
That
become
get preyed
famous.
upon. Yeah.
And they get preyed upon, right? Because
Yeah.
you know, some guy with money is like,
Well,
I
and-
can leverage this.
And it's on the parents too, to be honest.
It
Because
is on
like,
the
I'll tell
parents.
you something. If I was Ariana Grande's father, like, I'm gonna call this out here. Like, I'm sure that she's had some bad shit happen to her, and like, I'll give her a pass on some of her weird ass behavior, on the fact that like she probably has some seriously deep rooted issues
yeah,
from a lifetime of probably
Yeah,
sexual abuse.
Yeah, and also a child.
Yeah, and she was a child and was sexually abused, almost definitely. That being said, her father, dude, you're a fucking schmuck.
Yeah.
You're a schmuck, man.
That's
you
the worst of it
you
all.
hoard your daughter out to a fucking like
To Dan Schneider.
you hoard your daughter out to Dan Schneider, watching what was happening. You were there watching every episode, and you watched that shit happen, and nothing clued in your mind, and was like, this needs to end right now.
No, because he's so desperate.
Yeah, because these people are fucking desperate. They're
you know,
so desperate that you're willing to whore out your daughter. Like,
It's
the
one
fuck
thing
is
to
wrong
be
with you?
so desperate to let people do whatever they want to yourself,
Yeah, it's
Right?
one thing to do it to your child.
and it's another thing to do it to your
Yeah,
child.
that's fucked.
Like, or even someone else or whatever.
That's fucked.
Right?
man.
Like whoever was fucking parading Helen Keller out there.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, both deserve to be shot. Just saying.
Parading her around all deaf
Parading
and
her
mute and stuff.
You know.
There is crazy shit like that though that I think about with, especially with Disney stars. That's like, there's parents that should have been protecting their children. and
Should have
weren't.
been, yeah.
Yeah,
And
the base function of parenthood
Is to
is to
protect
protect
your
your child.
But instead, like, even back in the day before there were more laws about it, right? Like, because they're a kid, the parents got paid.
Yeah,
And they would just take all the money and blow it all. And
Yeah.
then the kid would get all fucked up for literally nothing.
for nothing, and the parents would be like, "Well, I had a blast doing
Yeah.
cocaine for 10 years."
Yeah, thanks for that, by the way. Also, you never went to school, so good luck.
You never went to school. You've been just sexually abused endlessly in the entertainment industry. I hope you enjoed it.
Yeah, because I sure did.
Yeah, I had a great time
Anyways,
hanging out doing.
That was a
blow
really
with Johnny
nice,
Depp.
light conversation to end on, Chris. Good job. It was awesome. And
Yeah,
on
do you
that
love
note,
that before you go to bed?
yeah, I'm fucking exhausted. All right, folks.
Hold up, actually, real quick. Hold on.
Real quick. Bonus.
Sorry, because I think I do have something light. Fucking give me one moment. There we are, folks.
Is it light?
Yeah. I got real stoned the other night. Mm-hmm. And I bought a bunch of candy. Mm-hmm. And I'll credit the wife with this one. We bought Fun Dip.
Fun Dip rocks.
Yo, you know Fun Dip with the sticks, and you lick them, and then you put them in. Mm-hmm. and we're both very high.
It's the key bump of candy.
She goes, "It's key bumps for kids."
Is that what?
That's literally what my note says. She goes, "It's key bumps for kids," and I was like, "That's so funny." That's exactly. She goes, "It's literally key bumps for kids."
That's actually gnarly.
That's hilarious. Yeah, you guys have the same idea. She was like, "It's literally key bumps for kids."
It is key bumps for kids.
Yeah, it is.
You like, it's the
yeah, and you
whole
get a little bag, and you gotta like hold this bag on. You're like, and you like try to not spill any, trying to get it up to your
As
mouth.
an adult, if you're really good at Fun Dip, it's like a
Yeah, I know what you do on Friday nights.
You're way too good at that. Why are you pulling out Fun Dip in a pile this
This tall and getting it all in your
and you're
mouth.
getting it all the way there without
Yeah.
dropping a thing?
Yeah, and when they're dead calm about it, and you're like, huh.
You're just like eating Fun Dip off your car keys.
This motherfucker's like a Dyson.
Call him Hoover.
All right, folks.
All right, folks.
Stay reasonable.
Stay reasonable. Keep doubting. We love you so much. Good night.
Reasonable Doubt Podcast. If you guys like funny, hilarious, goofy, goober, silly boys podcast, that is a good place to find yourself.